Metalocity.
What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time.
We are your dudest priests of metal.
That's right. We're going to be here for the next 2 hours ripping your faces off with some metal.
Let's count them off. 1. Hey, help me out with this.
7, 9, 8.
2.
Fair enough.
2.
So we got, if you've been listening to the show for a while, we've had a lot of bands coming over, and we've been talking a lot about the Throwback Metal Fest.
Yes, we have.
Then that's coming up August 1st and 2nd. So tonight, we have special guest Martin himself
And Nano.
are here to fill us in on all the details, and we're going to be interviewing some bands. We're going to be hearing all kinds of new music that we probably have not heard on the show, some of it.
Debut.
So, yeah, debuting some new stuff for us, getting the word out there. So we're just going to give you a sample. That way, you guys know what's going to be going down at this Throwback Metal Fest coming up out in...
I think I got a pretty...
I'll let you guys give out the location of where that's...
Throwback Metal Fest is going to be in Apple Valley. SoCal here. It's a bit of a drive for some people, but well worth it. If you don't know where Apple Valley is, take the 15 towards Vegas, and it's where everybody gets off and has something to eat because they don't want to go to Barstow before they get to Vegas.
Ow. So, what we'll do is we'll probably end up posting that up as well. So if people want to find out exactly where they're going and get some directions, I'm sure you have a website that people can go directly to.
We do, throwbackmetalfest.com.
There you go. So if you need to get the details on where it's at, there it is. You're going to want to drive down for this one. 18 bands, $15 to get in, 2 days of metal.
2 whole days.
Of throwback metal. I mean, the old school stuff. It doesn't get much better than that. So...
Indeed.
So you guys are Kantation.
Yes, we are.
We just heard some of your music. I haven't heard that before. That was pretty sick.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
That was actually the first song that Nano and I did together.
Right on. So your guys' album debuted in 2013? Late 2013?
September of last year, which is kind of why this Throwback Fest is kind of, it marks that 1 year for us. There's a lot of reasons why we decided to throw the festival together, and this was kind of one of them. Pull together some of our friends that we've known over the years, and
a lot of new friends that we've met with all the gigs that we've done.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of them this last year. A lot of really cool people, a lot of really, really kick-ass bands that
your
we've come
guys'
across.
gig has helped us meet new people, too, so...
There you go. And we were glad to send them your way, and I've heard nothing but great things about them hanging out with you.
Oh, right on.
Excellent.
They're all lies. We're terrible.
No, I'm just terrible. That's just
it's
me.
just this guy.
One hell of an idea, first off, the Throwback Metal Fest. Cheap, great bands. How the hell are you guys pulling this off?
Thank you so much. Well, because, I run a home studio up in the high desert, and a lot of the bands that come in, I've seen over the course of however long. And Nano and I have seen it. You guys see it on your radio show. The hardcore bands don't have a hard time finding a spot for them to be heard. The radio shows are out there. The venues are out there. The gigs are easy for them to find. It's us throwback guys that are doing the old school shit that says, hey, we like it when we had this style of vocal, this style of guitar, etc.
Right.
And finding those gigs aren't so easy. That's why a lot of them are going overseas. Stateside, a lot of them are going to Chicago for our friend Odin and at Ragnarocker Fest. They're going out there.
Right,
SoCal didn't really have that for them.
Right, and that was something I had brought up before with some previous guests that we had over. Is the cool thing about this to me is out here you don't get to typically go to a show where you're going to have 2 days of bands. You see 3 bands, an opener and a couple bands, and then that's it. You go home. But to go and hang out, be there all day. You're meeting people, you're drinking cold ones, you're having a good time. It rolls over to the next day, you wake up, you're still partying, still having a good time, still metal.
And you know what, though? You're bringing up
those kind of parties are rare for out here.
But it's actually a good point about not only what the Throwback Metal Fest is about, but what Kantation is about and what the metal community is supposed to be about. And I use that word community strongly because that's what it's really all about. We say, hey, we're getting up, we're partying together, and that's absolutely part of it.
Right.
But it's all about, even us, we could have thrown this festival anywhere. We could have called up some friends in Orange County or LA and said, we're going to throw it here. But we're from the high desert, and we said this is where we want, not only where we want to have it, but that energy kind of spread. And people said, hey, we see what you're doing. We want to be a part of it. And a lot of the bands, I had to knock on some doors, but a lot of them were banging down our door. We want to be a part of this. Make us part of it.
Right on. That's awesome. And the end result is 2 days, 18 bands.
And now we're going to do it every year.